Who All Gonna Be There podcast, a place where you get to be an exclusive member of our very entertaining group chat.
Hey, what's up? What's up? Welcome back to another episode of Who All Gonna Be There podcast, a place where you get to be an exclusive member to our very entertaining group chat. And once again, it's a fella's night.
Hey.
Hey.
Hola, me llamo Eli. Yo miro survivor. I know a bit of
the most
English.
mayonnaise Spanish I've ever heard.
I thought I killed it.
That DM just started. Our DM Rock started off already talking about Austin is mesmerized.
DM Rock don't miss a beat.
I am screaming. So y'all, please excuse me. I got a little cough. I've been working in these schools, and these kids been got
they be
me
sniffling. They be snotting all on their sleeves and shaking your hand and bumping all the.
Can I get a hug? Yes, but hurry up.
You don't know low-key children are walking petri dishes, so like
I know.
Can you just stiff arm one of them? Is that?
I can't.
Would that get you fired?
Too much. No, because the school I don't work for the school, but it's just like.
Okay, so it's a matter of ethics and not legality.
Yeah, there we go. Because I could very well do that.
If I can,
I would never.
Close.
I love the kiddos. They just sick all the time. But how are y'all? Let's do a quick catch up. Like, what's going on with y'all?
Hey y'all! I hope y'all didn't miss me too much these past few weeks. Oh my god, I'm back.
Here you go, and the darn survivor buff wrapped around his head.
I mean, what you talking about? Like, what do you mean?
And then it's matching his shirt. I cannot. Bye, Eli. How are you?
You know what? I'm not too shabby. Not much has changed in the last since I last joined y'all in whatever. It's been raining like almost constantly in Washington. So we're back. Forever rain for about 5-6 months. So. I'm staying nice and cozy. That's why I got my beanie. I'm staying nice and cozy this whole
cozy
winter.
Up in your skin. Is that how the song goes? Y'all know
I don't even know what song. I have no clue.
There you go.
Cozy with who I am.
There it is.
Oh, my bad. I know Beyonce.
Bye.
Eli, Josh is going to kill you for that. Josh is going.
Yes. Hello, Miss Deborah.
Hi, Miss Deborah.
Welcome. Tracy sends her regards. She was very tired. Today was her daughter's first birthday. So happy birthday,
Cece. Big Cece wishes.
Sierra Joy is 1 year old. Nisi Poo.
DM Rocks, I miss you so much because you and me be like right here.
It's about darn time. Emily, you had a good run, sis. It was good time to go.
Wait, hold up 1 second. Eric,
yes.
How are you doing tonight?
I am doing wonderful. I'm ecstatic. Today was a great episode because I was actually really tired too because I've been working all day too. So I was pretty drained, but this episode kind of brought me back to life a little bit. As you can see by my name, Julie, she gave me everything I needed from this episode. So
the first 20 minutes, so I'm not gonna lie, I'm like,
let's talk about it because this. Look, I gotta pull up my little bit notes because
you wrote a biography.
Episode. All I'm gonna say, these fools were so hyped after the last tribal. They were hyped. They were singing about Bruce being gone. Look, that's what Treese would have did if she was here today.
Look, Eli, you never watched The Wizard of Oz? Remember when the Wicked Witch died and the Munchkins was all easing on the road and doing ding dong the witches? They brought out all the Oldsmobiles for the 30s. They was high host singing at the top of their lungs.
See,
I would have been happy too.
Oh, look, not me posting the wrong comment.
Posting your own
posting our own comment. DM Rocks, you should please apply.
Yes,
we will root for you.
Would love to see you.
We are gonna be rooting for you. And low key, y'all, I know I say this all the time, but I would never do Survivor unless they actually call me. But I'm gonna apply just for funsies.
What you gonna do if they actually decide they want you?
I don't want them to want me. That's the problem.
But look, if they do, is you gonna do it?
Yes, I will. I'm like, if they're gonna hit me with the Nanny McPhee. Hey, Angie, they're gonna hit me with the Nanny McPhee when you don't want us. but you need us. We're gonna be casting you. But the show that I do want, that's the one they're not gonna give me. But all right,
look, he was almost on Squid Game.
I was. I need to make a formal tweet, like a post, like TikTok about that, and let them know.
Hold on, just let them cast you for season 2. I think they said season 2 is coming out, so they're just gonna run it back. You don't even gotta say nothing because they're gonna see you on season 2.
That's a possibility. But no, I don't know if I want Squid Game to be my reality TV debut though.
But look, just your debut, you can always go and bounce off to something else. I was on
that
one
is
show,
true.
and then I get to be on another.
That's
maybe
true.
Two
That's
others.
True. If it's meant to be, I'll do it. Angie said, "Give it." Come on, Angie. If we get on Squid Game,
and you know what? Give each of us about 1 million.
Well, not doing that.
And everyone in the chat too.
Now, Eric, I'm just gonna ask you for sort of $15,000. I think you can do that with 4.56.
$15,000.
I was gonna be 25, but I've been watching Shark Tank, so I know not to be too greedy. So I said,
I'll give you $1,500.
No, if we're going down to 100, I would like $2,000.
Oh, okay, I can do $2,000. But Angie, okay, so here's a little insider. So when I was applying, I know we're supposed to be talking about Survivor, but we're talking about Squid Game real quick because they decided to air Squid Game in the Survivor. We had 30 good minutes left of Survivor. So, because they wanted to gatekeep, Netflix wanted to gatekeep the finale for whatever reason.
They ain't want us talking about Emily getting voted out.
They didn't want to talk about it, but we're gonna talk about it. So, just some little quick. Angie said after the taxes. So quickly, with the Squid Game, they were asking, like, do you have any friends that are applying and want to be on the show? Any family members? And I should have said yes. And so y'all could have got on there. I didn't know nobody wanted to be on there. So maybe that's why they didn't want him, because they were like, oh, he ain't got no connections to come on here.
I mean, Eric.
You didn't tell me you wanted to apply for that.
But I am meant for reality TV. You think
you are.
You used to remember how bad they are at 278? Imagine them, me.
I know, but they asked, do you have anybody in the process right now? And I didn't. So anyways, that's their problem.
It's time to talk about Emily.
Okay, because I'm cutthroat too. I ain't gonna tell y'all my secret, because then y'all gonna be using my stuff that I use, so I ain't gonna say all that. But anyway,
I'll split it for y'all later.
Anyways, so they're celebrating, like Eli and Josh mentioned, that Bruce is gone. Like, he's the Wicked Witch of the East and the West. Stupid move, but we move. Then we have Emily.
10 toes.
She get up here running her mouth like Carolyn did.
I told y'all she talked too much.
After you pull off a move like that, why are you telling him, oh, it was me, I did that, I convinced him, I
set him up so perfectly.
I told him that you weren't with him, Julie, and he bought it hook, line, and sinker. And oh my gosh, Emily, that was so savage of you. Good for you. And here go Julie. Oh, Emily's threat level just went all the way up for me. She might gotta go. That's what Julie said. She said she likes Santa Claus. She's checking the list, and she's checking it twice, and she's finding out who needs to be voted out tonight.
And I like it because everyone's been so kumbaya, group votes. Why are you flaunting your stuff, Emily? And it's just like, shout out to Julie for being like, yeah, you ain't getting away with this. So clean.
We need to rename her. She's no longer Emily Flippant. She's Emily Flippant. Like, she's flippantly going and running her mouth about her accolades, and she's not a final 3 yet.
Angie said, but she's so happy to be there, because if it wasn't for Hannah, she would be in that first. Okay, and that's what I keep trying to say. She should be grateful.
She would have been the mayor of Ponderosa.
Pre-merge Ponderosa.
Right, pre-merge Ponderosa at that. And so yeah, she's up here telling everybody all them she did this huge movie that she getting the credit for. And they even said, girl, you getting the credit for that. You getting the credit for that. If they are willingly giving you credit for a huge move, you think they taking you to final tribal council? No.
You know what? Maybe there's some people.
Well, you know what? She was getting ready to go, because before we get there, we'll talk about how she was almost getting ready to go. But Survivor decides within these first 20 minutes to give us a love story background, a little bit on Austin, whatever you want to say. What was the reason? Why are we talking about this? It's Final 7.
I mean,
cute.
are they cute?
It is cute. They are cute.
I really think what I really think is it's one of the times where like we're actually seeing something like kind of develop in real time, because Dee had mentioned the fact that she thought that old boy was kind of shy and standoffish at first, but then I think naturally they say like 20 days out there feels like 3 years because of that close intimacy, and you feel all your emotions more strongly. So I feel like they just kind of it just kind of was a more gradual thing, as gradual as Survivor can get. But I really think the times is like, oh, yeah, exactly, but never, absolutely not, never ever.
Hey, give them a chance. They could get married tomorrow.
They could, but will we care enough? No.
No. Jinx, you owe me.
Hey, back-to-back seasons with a showmance, though.
Right.
I will say, I feel like they did have to lay the groundwork, especially with their relationship heading to the end. Because I've been seeing on the Twitter streets, the X streets, where how people talk about their relationship. And I'm like, yeah, they're cute. They seem cool. They talk. But I'm like, I don't know if it's a relationship. So that at least helped me out to understand their dynamic.
But him and Mrs. Jones got a thing going on. Because they played a crucial role into what happened with this episode. In my favor, of course. So I'm not too mad about it. Y'all shouldn't be either.
I'm not mad about it, but I want chaos, and chaos that swings in the way that I want it to go.
But would it have been true chaos if the plan would have stayed?
If it would have been another unanimous vote, at least they would have got rid of Reba. But
if the person who had the vote tonight voted the way that y'all thought she was going to vote based on the edit.
Oh, I said that was a far-fetched idea, by the way.
Now, I was watching the episode. You was like, she did it. I was like,
I said, I was looking at her facial expression. I said, oh my God, did she do it? Did she do it? There was a question in there.
One last thing on their little relationship. Like, I think it's so interesting. I feel like the moment you utter out, oh, I would want them to win. If it wasn't for me, I would want them to win. You're almost at a point where that's clouding your judgment, where I'm not saying you're willing to throw away $1 million, but you'll make some mistakes with $1 million chance.
Right. And I think I mentioned that too. I'm like, why? It's the difference if you get voted out and you out of the game. And so you're like, well, dang, if I couldn't get it, of course I want my bestie to do it. But you still in the game talking about, if I can't have it, I want her to have. No, you'll never hear those words come out of my mouth. If I am still yet breathing and alive in this game, the money belongs to me. My name is on the check. I don't care who you are, where you come from, how close we are, buddy, whatever. That money is mine. End of story.
Let them know.
But that's not what the way they see it, Oh, D and Ross gave us some tea. I don't know about this, but they said Survivor winner Poverty is rumored to be on the next season of Dancing with the Stars. Interesting.
Shout out to her.
All right, Poverty.
All right.
Unfortunately, I don't got Disney Plus, so I won't be able to watch.
I think they was back to end it on ABC.
Ooh. Oh, dang. Well, that's exactly. A chance, then.
This is Miss Deborah is mentioning why she voted for Emily instead of Austin. She said she pissed at Austin, but she see a snake they took in. Okay, she recognized. She recognized because the fact that they chose Emily over her, that really showed her something like, oh, so you're the heifer they chose over me. Okay, I'm gonna cut your pet snake out. I'm gonna do that. So
because regardless, you stayed. Ooh, go ahead.
Let me just ask this question as I take my glasses off my head. If that was the case, and Julie took out Emily to spite Austin, is that not like the same energy of like you being in a relationship and they cheat on you with someone else and you be mad at the side chick?
No.
That actually made the commitment that you're supposed to be.
Well, it wasn't to spite Austin necessarily. I think she like.
No, that's what I said if that was the case.
Well, I think. Well, in Miss Deborah's case, what she's mentioning, I think it was more Drew because they were like, "Oh, it's Drew that's playing." Because remember, she was like, "Oh, it's Drew's idea." Okay, yeah. I see what you're doing, Drew. So I'm about to get your girl.
And let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. Emily has done so much more this season than Austin, where regardless, whoever you keep, they're a number for Drew, even though you have Austin a little bit more with D on the side.
Yeah.
But Emily's made moves. She has a story. Austin got a sandwich, and that's it. And lost the idol, which we'll talk about. But
I don't know if we can say he lost the idol. He gave it up, but
right, which is good for him because him giving it up gave us what we got today. Yeah. So after the little love story foolishness, we get to a very, very, very emotional story. And at first I was like, Survivor doing all this talking this episode. What's all
back
this
to
talking?
Back, like soft music, go from love to background.
And so, he did ask for it back. She just didn't give it back. She decided she was going to hold on to it, Angie. As she should. Because you just willingly give me your idol. No, I'm going to hold on to it. I think about giving it back to you. But I will never give it back to you. So we get some backstory on Katurah. And she lets us know that she dropped out after 5th grade, her family took her out of school because they joined a cult, a religious cult, and they began to get homeschooled. And then it got to a point where they were trying to set her up to be the next bride for the person over the cult. And her mama packed up all their stuff and in the middle of the night got them up out of there. And so she was then quickly reintegrated with society at the age of 14 after being stuck in that way of life for 2 years, thrown into high school without knowing, having the correct social skills, being up to par in terms of learning. And so she felt inadequate and she felt like she could never, measure up. But she wanted us to know that her story is not one that's just sad or, heartbreaking, which it was, but it's a story of empowerment, a story of resilience, a story of hope, because she survived that. And not only did she survive, she went on to thrive in her life and become an attorney who then would help Black people and who needed her services. And that was like the huge driving force for what she does now. So shout out to Katurah and thanks Survivor for showing, we don't do sappy stories, but we think that was a really powerful story and we're glad y'all were able to show that. Yes, I did too. Because at first I was starting to look a little sour on it because they didn't make the move on Julie. I'm a little bit of a hypocrite, huh?
Yes.
Because I wanted them to make the move on Julie last week just to break up the Reba but I love Julie. So it was kind of, I was a little sad for her not making that move, but now I do appreciate her a lot more. But like you saying, Angie, I wish she would have had more of a convo with Brooke. I do too. She should have never told them about his plan. They could have got a Reba out last week.
Yeah, but I still think the fact, I remember, when Katurah made that TikTok video, earlier in the season, talking about the stuff that we didn't see, about the way that someone talks down to you. I'm sorry. I know in a game you're supposed to be flexible, but, emotions are part of the game. It would be hard for me to work with someone that talks down to me, especially with the dynamic of being a younger lady and an older Black man. I don't know. I get it. Definitely she game-wise, yeah, but it's kind of hard to work with someone that you feel doesn't respect you or talks down to you. Because I'd be hard pressed to work with someone that talks to me crazy.
Yeah.
If you on Big Brother 19, do you think you could work with Paul?
Eric, you muted, by the way.
But I don't know how I got muted. I was with Cody. Everybody, you can hate me. Paul would have been the very first one I put up on the block. It wouldn't have worked clearly, but he had to go. So no, I wouldn't have worked with Paul.
At the end of the day, a lot of these games, you can always be like, oh, why didn't they do this strategic, whatever, da-da-da-da-da. But there is a large social element of the game. And if you just don't rock with someone, maybe looking back, do they wish that they talked more? I would assume so. But on the beach, you ain't got no escape.
I think it's that personal aspect, removing that personal. Personally, yeah, y'all might not click. But what was best for y'all's game? I think it might have been better for their game to keep, her game to try to repair their relationship. Quickly to answer your question, Miss Deborah, Austin does have an event. He has an idol left that he will be
got to
using
be played next week.
Yeah, so he does have that. And yes, I'm with you too, Angie. I need Reba broken up, not Julie. Drew is the one because the way he talks, people don't talk about the way he talks.
No, trust me. I don't ever get me twisted of me talking down. So I can't stand Drew. I do not like Napoleon Dynamite.
Period.
I do not like him and all the bruises on his legs. I
walking around like Slender Man.
Look like he got chicken pox.
I just can't stay. He's just like this long skeleton with red drawers on. Like, sir,
hey, not too much on people with similar builds. Some people will be tall and skinny.
But you don't talk crazy, so you'll be fine. Look,
I don't talk crazy, y'all. I just clipped it. I'm playing that whenever. Sorry, go ahead, Josh.
I cannot stand this man.
Anyways, so after we get that beautiful story from Katura, they show us Jeff does a boat. Everybody just got through resting, boy. They just laid their head down, trying to get some relaxation in. And here come the boat. And they like, oh, what the boat? Anytime the boat come, it ain't nothing good. So here come Jeff. He basically tell him you're going on a journey. Pick a rock, green. Whoever get the green rock is the one going on a journey, right? And Emily, it's her luck. She get the green rock. And so she has to go make a decision. Either do this puzzle to get safety, or if she fails, she loses her vote. She decides that it's not worth it. She's talking about, I'm at the final 7. I need my vote. It's going to be this. It's going to be that. I just can't risk it. I don't want to do this, but this puzzle is too risky. It's too risky. I'm not playing the game. So she chooses to walk away.
Okay.
I did not like this decision, but then I saw what the puzzle was, and I believe it was Carson from last season posted the solution. I'm like, I'm not getting that in 3 minutes. So
right. But I don't know, I guess hindsight is always 20/20, but looking back at it, like, I don't know. I think it's the fact that she was told that 4 people have tried and failed it before. I don't know, that would make me apprehensive to that, saying, oh, wait, 4 other people and all of them couldn't have been dummies.
Right.
By this puzzle. And it's like, it's one of those kind of puzzles, if you ain't never seen it before, that's not the kind of puzzle that you can solve in 3 minutes. Because I saw that video that Carson posted, he posted like a slowed down version. I was still confused.
I didn't know how he got the thing he had, the rope going, whatever that thing was, and then going up.
Yeah, and now I say all this, I would have tried that puzzle though. Like at the end of the day, you're on the beach one time, you lose a vote. All the votes have been unanimous.
I'm screaming. And she said, if you don't stick your head in the bag.
Facts. If you don't think you need nothing, if you're good in the game, what are you doing it for? Like, you have a chance to have guaranteed safety. You have 2 chances for safety because it's not just this challenge. There's also the immunity challenge. Yeah. So if you have 2 chances to be in final 6.
But here's the thing, though. I definitely I kind of agree with kiss my cheeks, but at the same time, it's also like when you go there and you think the odds are not in your favor, why take the chance? If I go there and I see something that's like, I think I can do it. If I even think there's like a 50%, I could do it, I cannot do it, I'm gonna go for it. But if it's something that's like, I don't feel confident with this, why would I risk my vote?
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta say, F it, we ball.
Especially
we ball and go for it.
Deborah's absolutely right. Emily was not great with puzzles. That was not her forte. That was not her key forte.
Right. All she had to be like, she could have been like, yes, child, I won me an extra vote or something. That's all or a little, even if she lost her vote, you know what I'm saying? They really wouldn't have known, and they little plan, it would have worked out regardless. And
or lied and told them you got it anyway.
Or got it, but maybe Jeff would have been like, Emily is, they maybe would have been, looking forward to somebody saying.
Well, it looked like she might have would have got like an idol that was only good for that night. There was a little packaging like a little canvas wrapping thing.
Yeah, something like that. So she honestly could have risked it and then played what she should have did. Risked it. If she would have lost her vote, she could have flipped to the girls and be like, "Listen, I know I said, listen, Julie, this is what we need to do. Drew them want you gone, girl. They already came to me. They already pulled me aside. Get them together. Like, let's vote out. I don't have my vote, but they don't know that. Let's, y'all, the girls get together and y'all vote out one of them." And it would have, I'd vote, obviously, because it would have been 3-3. And then they would have to do a revote. And it would have figured something out. Emily could have been safe.
Yeah, and Deborah, you're right, because when she came back, they didn't believe the story. That's the thing. The Catch-22, you might as well say you got something,
right?
That's they never gonna believe you say you got nothing.
Yeah,
and you didn't even play too. That I think that's the cherry on top. Oh, I didn't even play because I'm scared.
I think we've said this before. You might as well play because they're gonna believe. They gonna think you got something.
And just
Angie, I wanted her gone.
Yeah,
and something really small on that part where this probably doesn't matter, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I feel like if you go for it, like, and this probably wouldn't be the case, it kind of shows like, hey, you're comfortable in your position, or you trust who you're with. It's double-edged sword. It'll either be, oh, she's cocky, so she went for it, or she feels great where we're at, so she.
Well, she mentioned that she did have that confessional. She was like, "We're just at the stage of the game where I'm either going to be like, I'm trusting these people that I work with, and they're either going to be lying to me, and I find out that I thought I was good and I really wasn't, and I got lied to and I got played, or maybe I made the right decisions in the game, and the people that say they're with me, they actually are with me, and I'm going to be good." She just didn't count on somebody being in love, child, and derailing everything. Because love, look, you can't ever count love. Brandy said love wouldn't count her out. So you can't count out love, baby. Because love will undo and ruin every plan that you ever had in this game, for better or for worse.
Wait, who said that?
What?
Who said that? Love quote?
Brandy. She has
never
a song called Love Wouldn't Count
Never
Me
heard
out.
of her.
How dare you speak?
I'm kidding. I just had to jab Eric a little bit.
You know I love me some Brandy.
He loves him some Brandy. Shout out Brandy.
Eric, you're just gonna take that from him?
We can move on. We can move on to the next thing. About him.
So talk to us about the immunity challenge, Josh.
Okay, so this is them putting a spin on something they've done before. So they got to go all around this fencing and get enough rope. They attach to a rope. They got to get enough rope to go up, over, and under an obstacle to get to a platform where they got to untie the bag with the sandbags in it, knock off all the blocks over there on the platform, and then use the blocks to spell out a word. But it's not just like spelling it out on the table. No, they got to create an archway. They got to create like the St. Louis Arch of words.
I said a rainbow.
They said a rainbow. I called the St. Louis Arch of a puzzle. And the catch is that came into play. It had to be spelled correctly on the front side and on the back side. So that was the format of the challenge. And first off, the challenge, I said it when we watched it. I like that twist of it because it's a different type of puzzle than we've seen before. We've seen like puzzles that have been in air, like the bat puzzle, the fire puzzle, whatever. But like a puzzle that's like kind of freestanding like that. So like one, you got to be able to spell the word.
Yeah.
Then you have to be able to build it, and then make sure you spell it correctly on both sides, Austin. And
what do you mean? You've never heard of Erie-Fur? I don't know. I think
that's what the back of his thing said. That's what the back of his puzzle said. That's what it said.
Yeah, so they start going, and it was mostly, sadly, most of the women were out of it early because they constantly did not have enough rope. But I was disappointed that Emily was over there taking her time. I'm just like, okay, slow and steady wins the race. And then when she finally goes, she's not even halfway down the course. Like, you spent all that time, ma'am,
for nothing.
For nothing.
And then Jake just along for the ride, child.
Well, Jake was like, he just kept cutting himself short because at first he was short of the platform. Then he got enough just to get to the platform. But then, because they only got 3 sandbags, he had enough. He threw the sandbags, but didn't have he wasn't far enough to go and reach the sandbags because he threw them too far.
Yeah. Andy said she would have been able to do. Okay, I heard him when he said they had to do both, but so I'm like, so how you supposed to know? So what you did, you have to do what Napoleon did after he realized he had the first half. He had to, well, he really was struggling keeping it up. You have to sit the blocks down, get the word, because I think they're all sided with letters, and make sure your letters were saying what they needed to say on the reverse.
Yeah, because I really think what really tripped them up is a lot of them, because several of them letters are in the word multiple times. So you think, oh, it's no big deal if I use this R or use this S or whatever. It's not going to make a deal. No, it did because they all had different letters on the opposite side. So you got to be able to spell forward and backwards. And not only that, you still have to build and construct this. Resourcefulness isn't
it's long.
11-letter word.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how they figured out that was a word because they ain't say, "Oh, you got to spell resourcefulness." They looked at the letters.
That's why Drew got to go. Seconds. Drew looked at it. He had like 6 blocks stacked together. He was like, "Oh yeah, that's the word."
He's used to saying big words, and I'm like, "Oh, I don't know that many letters."
Like I felt like I didn't see them say that the word was resourcefulness, but I said resourceful when I was looking at kind of like the thing. So I guess it's not hard.
That's the longest word I've seen.
Oh yeah, resourcefulness. That's 15 letters actually.
I wouldn't have got this because I could have got the word, but the making it arch like that, I'm not tactical with my hands like that. I can't do it.
Yeah, I'm not that dexterous like that.
Me either.
So I hate to give this man any sort of credit, but since he's so lanky like a skeleton, he had those phalanges to go and be able to hold on to it. He flopped a few times.
He did.
But he eventually got it and was correct. And Austin got it together, but he got it right on one side. And Jeff tried to tell him just stumped and stuck. And that's how it was. He said, just got to be right on both sides. It's like, sir, you do this other side. You see the blocks have a black and white writing letters on them, and you only use one side.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie.
Turn it on.
I don't like the fact that Jeff was hinting though. Say he got it wrong and let him freak out about it. Like,
because you need to follow the instructions. Listen, no, I feel you because you need to listen to the instructions the first time they're given.
Look, reading.
I won't be repeating myself.
But even then, it still didn't work because he said he still got to check both sides.
He still didn't do it.
Hey, that could have helped Drew though. That could have helped Drew.
His feet was locked in. He did not step off that platform to go look on the other side once.
He just kept like, why Jeff didn't give me the wing yet? So Drew wins.
Quick shout out to Drew. I like the punching of the arch. That was a good celebration.
No.
But
him punching
can we
the
give
arch.
him something? Can we give Drew one
Look,
thing?
I already gave him
dig on Drew.
That's all he did. Because that's
gonna get a whack till he leave. He's getting whacked every time.
Look, that's the only achievement he gets is that he won immunity.
Ooh, that little sorry kick he did it. Oh, that pissed me off. I don't know why that pissed me off.
The kick ruined it. Editors should have cut that kick out because the start of the celebration. I'm like, oh, that's like almost like Michelle Fitzgerald. Is that her last name?
Yes.
Her kick of the puzzle where I'm like, okay, you got a little punch in there, and then
Napoleon
went a little too far.
He wanted to be Ian Terry so bad when Ian won that veto, the shark veto, he threw it and he wanted to be Ian so bad. Yeah. You thought you ate, Drew, but give me that plate because you ain't get nothing.
Nah,
you eat it all
because you ain't gonna steal nobody.
He at least got some 7-layer salad on there, so that's a pretty good plate.
What is that? I guess if you're
that's a good plate. All right.
What he really gonna have is some barbecue because there was also a reward challenge too.
That's true.
And he decided to get his lick back from the last episode. We said, we're gonna have a fellas day. So he took everybody with the penis to go and have the barbecue on campsite. And the girls decided they're gonna have a spa day.
I mean, I guess it was only right. The girls won last week. How ironic that the guys won.
That's like, okay, fine, whatever.
He did it on purpose. I knew he was. I said, and watch him do. I'm gonna go to fella. Yeah. So while they were away, So while they were away, so we neglected to mention before the immunity challenge, there were already whispers starting to go around. I heard a rumor that Drew wanted Emily out. I mean, not Emily. He wanted Julie out. And it was starting to pick up some steam because Julie had already stated her preference for wanting Emily out. But he had other ideas. And so did Katura. And so they started coming together. He pulled in Austin. And they were all like on board. Let's blindside Julie. Let's get her out of here. She got that idol, which we need to talk about because this is one of the funniest parts of this episode for me.
Mm-hmm.
Was Drew was talking to Julie and basically he was like, so that idol, are you trying to hold on to it? You gonna give it back to Austin? You trying to make a move with it? What's up with it? And she was like, we'll see what I do with it. And in that moment, I was like, wait, Austin gave her the idol like 3 weeks ago and she didn't give it back.
I was shocked. I was like, wait. I'm so happy that the editors held that too, because we at last episode of our podcast, we were like, man, Austin could just play his idol this week, play his idol next week, and then he in final
guaranteed
five or whatever.
And
but
Julie, I know that's right. That's why my name is I know that's right, Julie. You giving me your idol of your own volition, you ain't getting it back. I don't care how much you beg and plead. I'm keeping it.
You ain't saying you're temporary. You said, hey, you could have this for when we separate.
And here's the gag, y'all. So out of his 2 idols, he gave her the stronger idol that lasted the longest.
Just a series of unfortunate events. Like, it's one thing. Why are you gonna give her your magnum opus? Why are you gonna give her the strongest sword in your arsenal? Why?
Yeah.
Give it a one that expires at 6. Why you give it a one that's got good all the way up to final 5?
You know what? This is a bit of poetic justice because Julie had the machete. And what did she do? She gave it to Austin. And what did Austin do? Pretty much gave the machete back to
Look at the survivor gods.
And gave her the idol. So you know what? She shouldn't have given up the machete and he shouldn't have given up the idol. So it's her idol.
It balanced out. Out. And so Julie is holding on to the idol. So she got them nervous now, y'all, because they're like, oh my gosh, what if she used the idol and it messed up the plan? And so they're talking about that. Julie is none the wiser of it. She thinks that Emily's the plan and all of that stuff, right? So while the guys are at their little barbecue, the girls are having a little spa day. I don't know how they consider rubbing sand intentionally on their face. I know it's supposed to be exfoliating. No, I'm not rubbing nasty, dirty sand on my face that y'all been walking up and down this
What
beach.
Other stuff do you have?
I'm just going to be without exfoliation.
You ain't got soap,
I'm just going to sit in the water. I'm just going to go sit in the water. Because we didn't have no chance where we had to get dirty, so I'm just sweaty. I need to go
in the poop water.
Don't kill the visual.
So have fun on Survivor, Eric. Have fun on Survivor. I heard they be pooping in the water.
Oh my God! Please don't do that to me, God. That would be horrible. Unless I win $1 million somehow. Don't see that happening. But if I did, that's neither here nor there.
I don't ask for too much.
Anyway, so the girls are kind of like, they're kind of beating around the bush. They're like, oh, hell yeah, such a nice day. Yeah, let's do Jake. That's the easy vote. I'm all with it, smiling and kiki in each other's face. Whole time, 2 of the girls want Julie out. Other 2 want Emily out. And so everybody's playing in each other's face. The guys, they basically, here's, what's his name? Jake. He said he tired of being the dang tree in the plays. You know, he a theater person. He teaches theater. And he like, I'm tired of just being the background character. At least now I can be a supporting role.
Not even the star. We got 7 people left and he's like, I'm a supporting character now. My name's in the credits, not under tree. I got a name at least.
And that's why Jake, I love Jake, but that's why he can't win either. Sir, you're not even trying to call yourself the star? You said a supporting role. This is Final 7. There's no time to be supporting.
Every actor starts as a tree at some point of their career. They got to be a tree. So you know what?
I've never been a tree. I've always had lines. I've always had words. I've always had credits.
Look, I will always be in the intro. I will always be in the theme song. You will always see me in the montage. You'll have my name on the screen right here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if even the last one. Josh Jones as Josh Jones. You will still see me on there.
Yeah. Lane, you brought up a really great question or point. Like, as smart as Drew is, you surprised that he made that move. I would say I'm shocked, but I'm not. I'm not shocked because Drew, he do want to win the game. I'll give him that. He is trying to win the game.
I think
he
if
he
the
can't beat
move
Julie.
Executed, it would have been a net positive for him. Where,
most definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I understand it. Of course, you're slightly losing the Reba numbers and you're making it even, but also you got Emily on your head. Oh my gosh.
Right. Because they know their time is coming. But she did, Katura did clock Jefferson and the rest of production. She said, why we gotta waste our time trying to do this fire at 4? Why we can't just vote at 4?
Because you would have been going home, Katura.
But she just saying, but I agree. I feel like Final Four should be a vote like everything else. Move that little fire making out the way.
I don't hate it.
I do.
We'll talk about it come Fire Day.
Right. Because so many of the best players go home at Final Four due to fire making. I'm just saying.
And also the fire. There's so much pressure on people that win Final Four immunity to give up their immunity to go and like have to prove themselves even more.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, and I think that's what's kind of broke. Like, why? I already earned my spot. Why I got to prove more that
I don't
in the Final 3? I wanted some. I already beat them out, all 4 of them in this challenge.
No,
we can just vote out. I can just steamroll, lead the vote to take out this person right here, and they go.
Listeners, the viewers, y'all can tell us what y'all would do. Maybe we've asked this before, but if I win Final Four immunity, I don't care what the jury think. At this point, I'm guaranteed myself I get an in Final 3 chair because that's a guaranteed check. Okay, that's a guaranteed $80K. I'm guaranteeing myself some type of money. I'm leaving here with something.
Yeah.
I'm leaving here with something. Shoot, I ain't got nothing else to prove. I made it to the final tribal, and that's it. I'm not giving it up.
Exactly.
That's what y'all talk about.
Unless somehow, some way, it'd have to be. I'd have to know that I'm already good at fire because I've been doing it all season. It's conditions to this. I'd always have to be proven to be good at fire. 1, and then 2. Somehow, whoever the biggest threat I feel like is to win has to be. I know how to be bad at fire, or has shown signs to not be good at fire for me to be able to take that chance. And also 3, that means I guarantee that I win if I take them out.
But fire. It's not even a guarantee if you do that because look at Heidi. She took out Carson.
But she gave up immunity, right?
She did.
But we know Heidi wasn't going to win, though.
Emily, girl. Look at here go Trees. Talking about who went home. Emily went home.
Emily flipping financial analyst.
Emily got flipped out the game. That's what she did.
For running her mouth.
Running that mouth, exactly.
So let's get into it for why her running her mouth and finally got her the boot.
Okay,
she ain't do nothing.
Yes, she did.
I already forget what happened in the episode.
See,
because when the guys finally come back from that barbecue, and the guys are solidifying this plan to go and we're gonna vote out Mama J. We're gonna do it. We got it locked in. But then Austin over here thinking with the head that's not above his shoulders.
The heart.
I said his head that's not above his shoulders. He was thinking with the dangling. He said, "Oh my God, I don't want a blindside deal. I don't want to make her feel left out." Even if she does, you got 6 people left. What option she got?
That's why I didn't understand why Dee was being scary too, because she was like, "Oh my gosh, don't do that because then if we do that, then it's gonna be us and we gotta go." Girl, it's gonna be 6 people.
Right.
Dee literally said, and I quote, for legal reasons, this isn't a direct quote. Yeah, if we do this, it's gonna be me, you, and Austin versus everybody. Everybody was 3 other people, y'all. I could not believe that was a quote.
And the thing is, the people on the one side have a combined 1 comp win individually.
Like literally, all the strength is over here. Like everything else is over here, and y'all easily could have pulled in Katura. Yeah,
they easily got Katura.
So that's why I was like, "Girl, why are you tripping?"
But also, I'm just like, boy, why you? I don't know. There's something about men in these games, when they think with their dangling, that really just annoy me. Because keep both of your heads in the game. Really. Because why he go and feel so bad for D, he go and spill the, like,
said,
hey D,
I gotta talk to you, D.
I gotta talk to you. I just gotta stay right here. You can't tell me about it. And she was like,
something to you, girl.
It was like, I think I don't know if we have the numbers. I think there might too many against her. Like, who, Emily? No. Julie.
That's
like,
D
no.
face.
She was gagged. She did not see that coming.
Mm-mm.
And she's like, oh my God, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if it's going to be good. It's like, and Austin's like, I don't know. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it, but I don't know if we have a choice. I don't know. They might have the numbers. They might be able to get the roles together. So then,
how they got the numbers if you're not with them?
Well, it would have been 4-on-3. That's 4 versus 3.
Well, what if? Oh,
yeah.
So then D, in seemingly her best interest.
No, it would have been 3. That's what I'm saying. They wouldn't have the numbers.
It would have been 7 people. It would have been 4. Jake, Katura, Drew, and whoever the 4th person, Emily, financial analyst. Hold up, real quick before you go. Do y'all think it was bad for Austin to tell D? Because this benefits Drew. Does Julie leaving also benefit Austin? Because at the start of the episode, they were having a conversation. Austin's like, yeah, I think Emily needs to go before Julie. And Drew was just like, nah. And Austin believed him. Mm-hmm. And so do we think it was like good for Austin to somewhat flip this? You can still get rid of Julie.
I still feel like you have to gauge for your game whether it's best to warn somebody, to tip them off, or to blindside them. And I really think Austin felt like he was close enough to D where he could tell her that, and she wouldn't snitch back to Julie.
I don't know why he thought that.
Exactly. Because I really think
she did think about it now. I was scared she wasn't going to say nothing.
Because the thing about that, at least watching D, is like, she's even mentioned in her confessional, she really has to go and manage her emotions to not give away her true intentions. Yeah. So I got to give her some props on that, because, like, in games like this where emotions are running high and you're actually feeling them, to go and conceal them so that people don't know. Because if she had emotional outbursts right there, Austin would have been tipped off like, oh no, she's not gonna go for this.
Yeah. If he knew his girl like he thought he knew her, you should know that she played with her heart.
Yeah. So what did D do? She
said, Julie, girl,
you got to put on your best active face. Don't act like nothing's different.
You in danger, girl.
You in danger, girl, because Austin and Drew are on to you. And then, like, he's like, you got to play your idol. Just play your idol.
Julie hit a low.
And vote for Emily. And then Julie's like, well, wait a second. If they doing this, then why would not write Austin's name down?
Period. Just like that. And I'm with Julie on that, because she's like, well, if they gonna come for me, y'all trying to be slick. If all y'all gonna do it, let me throw a little, wrench in the plan and take out Austin. And here goes Julie. That's my number. I mean, D, that's my number one. You can't do that. And Julie's like, I know that's your number one. And then so she in her confessional, she like, so your number one is plotting against me, so I might as well just take him out. How about that?
I'm sorry, but D, that was a tactical error on D's part. Why do you tell someone else? I don't care what, you could be a Final Four. Don't tell me that someone else is your number one when we're supposed to be working together. Mm-hmm. Like, I can speculate that y'all closer, but don't come out and just tell me that verbatim. Right. Don't be stupid.
You should have said that's my number 2. And I need both of y'all in this game. That's how.
Because we sit at Final 3, and me and you are smacking Austin.
Period. But she let this slip, and Julie just took the gloves off and was like, I'm gonna do whatever I want to do, because y'all trying to play me, and what y'all not gonna do.
And she's safe.
And she's safe because she got this idol. So she like, I'm gonna do what I feel like is best, because y'all didn't play with the wrong one now.
Also, D's over here deflecting, trying to make it sound like it's more of Drew's move. It's like, no, it's not Austin. It's not Austin. It's Drew. It's Drew. He's the one doing it. And granted, she's technically right.
Right.
But still, it's like, what are we learning? Like, if you can't get the number 1, you get the number 2. Like all these weeks when they couldn't get Bruce. They got other people that were close to Bruce that could have been potential numbers for Bruce. You do the same thing. You can't get Drew. Who's his number 1? Austin. Get his ass out of there.
I mean, who's to say Emily didn't jump to number 1? I know Austin's his true number 1, and you have those close ties. But if Emily's clearly on Drew's side, at least there's an ambiguity of D in that situation in regards to Austin.
Drew might have felt. I know Drew felt so. He was pissed because after D told Julie basically was sitting down with Emily and Jake and was like, so if it's based on what I heard, it's one of y'all two, unless y'all trying to do something. Y'all trying to make look. I said she took the gloves off. She like, I'm just shake the table a little bit. She said, don't shake the table unless y'all ready to get shook. Because Mama J ready to shake it. And so she's sitting down, cool. It's almost like, you know, those old westerns where they got the long piece of wheat in their teeth like that. They just kind of chilling. So she's sitting down, just chilling. She like, so it's one of y'all, unless y'all trying to do something. What y'all think? Throw a name out. Let's see what y'all want to do. And she was like, what about Austin? Let's do Austin then. If y'all down, we can pull another number. What about Couture? I think we can pull Couture in. Let's do Austin. And then she like, I know they still voted me. I'm not stupid. I'm just, you know, throwing that out there because they all gonna still vote me. But why not, you know, let's throw a little mess out there.
That was so fun. I love that's why you watch and play Survivor. Where
that's how you play when you safe. Right. That's how you play when you safe.
And the fact that she knew that they weren't going her way, and maybe she didn't know they were going to run it back, but at the same time, it doesn't matter. And as you said, she's shaking the table and she's rattling people.
And guess what? They went and sat down. Here come Napoleon. He done sat his little narrow self down, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, Julie just tried to pitch Austin to us," and he like,
pause. Emily went ratted that out. Jay didn't say nothing. Julie came and sat down, like, "We still good at the plan?" Like, yeah. And then Emily, I think you should know.
See, and that's what she get, always gapping at the mouth. That mouth.
Exactly. I always said I said episode 1 that she talked too much.
Mm-hmm.
And that I prayed there would be her downfall. And God answered that prayer.
Because it was a prayer answer.
Because of her running her mouth and not even considering that deal and going ratting it out to Napoleon bag of bones. That's why what happened to her ass happened to her ass.
I mean, realistically, why would Emily flip there if we're keeping it a buck? Why would she?
She wouldn't, because she solidified. Because basically, when they came back from the thing, you know, when she came back from the little mission or whatever, they basically caught her up and was like, "Girl, we got you. Don't worry about it. Julie wants you gone. We gonna keep you safe. We got your back." And she's like, "Same. I got yours." So she wouldn't realistically flip on them. I get that. But so after she rats it out to Drew, he's freaking out because he's like, "Oh my gosh, Julie knows. Somebody told. And here go Austin. I told D. Why would you tell him that you told?"
And then
that was done
when he said like, and then be like, "Did she?"
D didn't tell her.
Yeah, D didn't. I was like, how else is she gonna know? I know she's
That's what I would have been like.
She ain't got that much wisdom and intuition.
I would have been like, if Johnny got 5 apples and 2 disappeared, how many apples does Johnny have left, Austin?
Nah, D didn't tell.
Or no, let me put this in terms you got. If Austin has a sandwich and Kelly takes the sandwich away, how many sandwiches does Austin have? 0. So if you told D the plan, why wouldn't D have told Julie if Julie know the plan? You got to make it make sense. You so in love, like Miss Deborah said, he just so in love. So in love.
Is he saying that because you can only take with one head at a time?
Yeah.
And we see this whole episode, the theme is like the brain has lost blood circulation due to the nether region.
The heart.
He just
from the heart to the heart.
It's definitely not to the heart.
Anyways, so we leave, you know, we get to tribal council.
Ooh, can I mention one thing before tribal?
Go ahead.
One thing I can believe is D was telling Julie, "Hey, the decision's all yours. I'm gonna write your name down, and you get to choose. But please don't vote Austin. But I'm still gonna let you have sole decision." In my mind, I didn't understand this because D could have been like, "I'm standing with my girl, and I want Emily to go, so I'm writing down Emily. If you don't write Emily, we doing a tie and people vote not Emily."
Yeah,
right. I was like thinking like it's kind of. I know you're in a way you're trying to save face with the boys because you're still trying to keep them both there, but it's like if you know that she's so pissed, I would have voted Emily as a contingency plan in case she tries to take out Austin and Austin didn't play his idol.
Right. Because he was close. He did mention
it. With you. No one's gonna get upset with you for standing with your girl. And
what are they gonna do?
Julie in a worse position. Like,
what are they gonna do?
If I'm Julie, I'm pissed. If I'm Julie, I'm like, why do you want me to be the sole vote? Like, why do you want to come back to camp and act like you're mad at me? There's 6 people left. We got 2 strong, and we could pull Katurah and Jake because they're free agents. And we have Austin on our side. So I didn't get it.
Yeah, so that was stupid. She shouldn't have did that. That was dumb. Still writing Julie, because now I'm looking at you sour. But why are you willing to risk me? Even though I'm safe, why are you why are you putting votes on my name? You added extra vote to me.
I don't know.
You didn't have to do.
I don't know. For me, it raised red flags when people say they're going along with the plan just to save face. Like, oh, you have a reputation to uphold. You have a loyalty to other people, and you ain't trying to expose all your cards.
Mm-hmm.
You know that means you playing a double agent game, and that's going to be on red alert because
that's strike 2 because you had already told me Austin your number 1.
Yes, really, that should count. That first move should already count as 2 strikes right there.
Actually, facts. And the fact that you pleaded so hard for me to save him and not write his name, because you still are adamant about writing my name down to go along. Oh yeah, nah, she done. She would be done in my book. I wouldn't be looking to take her out next week because I want one of them men's, but I definitely would have been final 5. You gotta go, sis. Definitely. So we get to this little tribal council. Everybody's pretty short-winded today. They didn't have much to say. So much so that Jeff was like, "Oh, that's all you got to say, Drew? Normally you give us a dissertation." And here he go. Talking about he trying to quote some historical Napoleon. I said, how funny and ironic is that you quote Napoleon, you look like him.
Oh, Lordy.
But I don't even remember what they were saying because I was just so anxious for this dang vote to get.
I ain't taking any notes.
I was watching the questions. I said, let's get to the vote. I don't care what these people got to say.
Let's wrap it up.
I can't name one quote that anyone said at Tribal. They were just talking. I was hearing Charlie Brown, wah, 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 yeah. And I'm like, all right, what are these votes going to be?
Didn't care what they were talking about. So they go in. So Katurah must have known because as they were going and showing they vote, all of them voting for Julie, Katurah was like, Austin, she rolled her eyes. So it's like, so she knew that Julie was going to be saving herself.
Maybe
apparently.
I don't know. I'm interested to see if they flash that back and say anything about it.
Because why would she say that?
You could be blaming Austin. Maybe she's like, oh, Austin made the final decision. We could have went with Emily, but Austin wanted it to be you, Julie. I don't know. I feel like what would Julie have to gain for telling anyone? Because then that's more chaos.
I don't think Julie told. I'm thinking the people who were going to be voting, Julie told Katurah because Katurah was like, because she wanted Julie gone. She been wanting her gone. So she knows that the plan was ruined because that's why she rolled her eyes because like Austin told D, who told Julie about the plan. So she knew that Julie was going to be using her idol.
Well, then why would you vote for someone using their idol? I don't get it. I don't think you vote for someone else.
Well, I don't think she knew about the idol. I think she knew about that first part. Knew that Austin had told
D. Yeah, right. You're right.
And I don't think they revealed about the fact. I don't think she knew she had an idol.
Yeah, okay. I don't think they knew about that, but I think the first half. Yeah, she was mad because she was like, well, dang, it ain't gonna be a blind side. So maybe that's what the other half. The Jakes and the Julies and the Emily. Well, Emily didn't know it all. But so maybe those two were like, dang, I guess we're gonna get her out, but it won't be a blind side like they wanted to.
Gotcha.
But the joke was on them because the votes was cast and Jeff was like, there's there anybody with an advantage or a hidden immunity they would like to bring forward? Everybody just Julie raised her hand like the boss, like the mother that she is.
Yes.
This is always so funny to me. I truly wonder how long they wait before raising their hand. Because if it was me, like Jess says, all right, if anyone, I'm standing up and playing it.
But because what's the time limit? Because what if he like, nope, too late. You can't use it. Maybe he set a timer. It's like 30 seconds. I feel like, how long y'all think is accurate? Like
it can't be that. I think it's about 30 seconds to a minute.
30 seconds. Yeah, 30 seconds to a minute.
It can't be that long. I think
it's probably like 15 seconds. It's probably like, hey, we sitting here in silence for
Jeff
a whole minute.
If you have an advantage, I need you to play it. Time's up. So the folks are getting to get ready. But so yeah, Miss Julie hold her hand up and she walk up to Jeff. Jeff, I'm playing this for myself. And here go the jury. Where did she get that?
How did she get that? Where did she get that from?
Her stupid alliance member gave it to her. like the dummy that he is, but we thank him for his service.
And my eyes went to that Alliance member because I'm like, you gotta play it, Austin. You gotta play it, Austin.
I think she wanted him to. I think she was doing those looks like I was saying. I said, "Oh, she might have voted for Austin because she kept looking at him, and she was looking, and I think she wanted him to feel nervous enough to play his to flush it out." I would have probably if that would have been me. I said, "You might want to play your idol."
I know, because for me, one thing about me when I play like Survivor Orgs is like, look, either I'm gonna flush your idol, I'm gonna flush you with the idol. I would have voted for Austin so bad in that situation. So it's like, look, either I get you out or I get your idol out. Either way, I weaken you a little bit so I can be easy to take you out next time.
Yep. I don't know. I'm with you, Angie. I said this last week or the week before. Like, if I was Brute, like if I have an idol, if I don't have immunity, and I know I got an idol, and I know I'm using it, you ain't even got to look up. You ain't got to have no questions about it because I'm gonna have it around my neck. It's gonna be bold. It's gonna be right here, wetty. I'm like, Jeff, you ain't gotta. Don't even worry about it. So I'm gonna tell y'all right now, like Dre and them did in season 42. I'm using my idol. I'm just gonna let y'all know right now. So if you want to cast a vote, that'll be you wasting the vote. But just so y'all know, he's safe. He won't be going anywhere tonight, Jeff. I'm Jefferson. I will be here next week. So
now, Eli, I want to ask you a question. If you were in Austin's position, would you have played the idol?
I think so. And the reason why is you had an idea for your plan. And I understand not playing it. If you got a plan, ain't nothing happens. You get truly blindsided. Hey, all good. But your plan is we're writing down Emily. And you know a bunch of people wrote Emily. And I don't know if I could risk putting like my Survivor life on one person. And that one person feeling slighted. Oh, she somehow found out we were blindsiding her. Now she's safe. So is she going to have a vendetta against Reba for? Who knows? And of course, you can't think through all this in 10 seconds.
Well, here's the deal. He didn't even have to use his idol. What he should have did was voted for Emily in the first place. And that would have just canceled all that out. That would have been the end of it. So even if she did wrote his name down, Emily's vote would have canceled and it would have been a tie, and they would have obviously voted Emily out. So he could have kept his idol then and exposed Julie and turned D against Julie for trying to get him out. So he could have won in that regard if she had wrote his name down.
Because I truly wonder if D warned Austin. Because if she's gonna play a brutally honest game and tell Julie that she's getting voted out, why wouldn't she tell her showmates who put his neck on the line that, hey, I told Julie, and she promised me, pinky promise, toe promise, everything that she's going to Emily, so you'll be good.
I know she said that too, while they was all cuddled up on the beach. And he's lucky that Julie decided to take out Emily because that's who went home. Bye, Emily.
With the one vote, the sole vote.
Julie does not count. Julie does not count. Julie does not count.
Another one.
Julie does not count.
Another
Julie
one.
does not count.
One more.
Julie does not count.
Hey.
And is it the 12th person voted out a Survivor or not? Yeah. 12th person.
I don't know.
11th person. There we go. Yeah. 12 because it's 18 people. Now it's 6 left. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
12th person voted off Survivor. Well, somebody quit. A couple people quit, so they didn't really want to vote. But 12th person voted out for Survivor. Emily. Goodbye. You are the weakest link.
Goodbye. And I wish I could feel sad about it. Because I kind of wish Julie had made the move against Austin, but Emily, like everyone on Twitter has been warming up to Emily. Pepperidge Farm remembers episode 1. And did she start showing a little bit more game promise? Yes. Did she kind of open up a little bit? Yes. But I'm the type of person where I don't forgive and I don't forget.
Facts.
So I'm just like, nah, you're too comfortable popping off that mouth and talking too much. And I always like when people talk to people need to know when to hold their mule. As Pastor Shirley Caesar would say, hold my mule.
Facts. Yeah, I mean, I'll give her a couple claps. Like she did a couple things. She did, or whatever. But I can't forget how she played those first couple weeks. And The fact that she out survived her entire tribe when she should have been night one, like Angie, and we will always revert back to that. You should have been on that boat with Hannah night one. Yes. It's where you should have been. So you should be grateful that you made it to final 7 because you should have been the first one out. And then you should have been the second one out when we didn't get you in. And then you should have been the third. Emily should have been gone several times back to back, and she was not. So,
and nor did she win me over. I could see potentially how some people would say they grew on her. In some ways, she did have some growth.
She did.
And I hated her a little less. Yeah. But it's always that mouth. The people that talk. I generally just dislike people that talk too much. And I know that's coming a lot saying from me. I talk a lot too. But I know when to shut up sometimes.
Yeah.
See, I'm a bit of a softie.
Well,
in terms of, I don't know. At
it's
least
okay to be soft.
That I am. But I don't know. I appreciated the character arc. And of course, the day she goes, oh yeah, she should have been gone.
There we go. Hated her equally every week.
Angie is a mess.
But she did have the underdog set up, and you always wonder. Then she got in with the Reba. She got in with Drew and Austin. I'm like, she in a good position. And then took out Caleb and all those people, and I'm like, dang it.
Look, Angie, cover your ears, but low key, she started having some win equity.
She did, and that's why she needed to go, because you don't get to do what you do and win the game. I'm sorry.
No, absolutely not.
She ain't quite in Ricard's lane for me, but she close enough for me not to care for her in the game. Only really time I really gave her some praise was when she dragged the information out of Drew. So who told you? So where does plan come from? He just spilled it all. I'll say, okay, yeah, she ate that one little thing. I had to give her 1s and 2s for that. But I haven't. No, she'll never make a stand out of me.
Nope, not in this lifetime
or the next.
My stand card only stands with Blue Kim. No,
you know we hated on you so much for that Blue Kim stand card, but Blue actually ate several times. Like when she was her authentic self, we couldn't deny Blue was.
Nah, Blue's cool peoples. She was up on top of the bed with her shoes on, but we ain't gonna talk about that.
Anyway, so Survivor 45, you all.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. Julie, I'm rooting so hard for Julie. I don't think I've rooted for anybody so hard in a couple of seasons. Obviously, I was rooting hard for Lauren last season. Let me not lie. Love me some Lauren down, and I just knew Lauren was gonna win, but they played my sis, and it's okay. But no, I really like Julie. I love that she's, I don't care about her being a mama. That's cool. That's cute. But she is not letting her age to be the oldest one there. She gives her all in these challenges. She done almost won several of them. She's hanging in here with these youngsters, and she got her own mind with the I got my own mind. She got her own mind. In her own time. And she here to play. Mama Julie here to play the game.
That she is.
Mm-hmm. And she is not. I'm not going to say running circles.
She's running.
She's running. She's sprinting. In my mind, she's in solid.
She got these folks scared.
Right,
she got them scared because Julie, Emily, before she went home, she wrote on her thing, I gotta vote you, Julie, because if I don't, I'm gonna be writing you a check for $1 million. I mean, casting my vote for you to win this $1 million if I don't get you out now. And before she left, you know what she said? I'm voting for the best player again. And we know who the best player is. This week 2, they tried to get Mama Julie out now. If Mama Julie make the FTC, this might be her game.
Big Ws.
I think she can do it too. I think Mama Julie gonna take it all the way.
And the thing is that she can win out because she was going toe to toe with Bruce in them challenges.
Yeah, she was.
So if you can hang with Bruce, she can be these young whippersnappers.
Wait. Here you go. Talk about hating on her way. Get your bag and step.
Angie, you dislike this woman so badly, and I gotta respect you for it because.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm like, girl, you talking too much. Go. Thank you. Just make sure you cast my vote. cast your vote for me to win. That's
and just
it.
I would be like, it's spelled Josh, not Joush. It's 4 letters. Very much.
Oh man. So yeah, no, Julie, she can win. I think she can win out if she might not even have to, because as we saw in the previews, here go Couture and Jake talking about they ready to make a move and they can flip and do some things. So
we still no win equity though. Crazy.
Look, but let's keep it real. It was in 42, Marianne didn't really have much win equity until Final 7, when she made that move with the extra vote to take out Omer.
Yeah.
And before that episode, we thought, okay, she'll maybe get to Final 3, maybe just be like a 0 vote finalist. But with that move right there, she was able to strike. So that's why Couture is not completely out yet. I will agree. All she's been doing is positioning herself decently, where like none of the conversations seem to be voting her out. Everyone has been talked about to vote her out except Couture.
Couture, like I said earlier, I'm kind of with Miss Deborah now. Like, she just got on my nerves so much with not making smart moves, better the moves that I think she should have made to further her game, because it kind of annoyed me a little bit. But I will say, she doing something right socially, because she is the only one whose name has not gotten thrown out. So I will give her that much credit. I think that's pretty dope. Like, we in Final 6, ain't nobody said your name.
And I can it don't look like someone's gonna be saying her name next episode neither.
At all. So,
and you know what? She has no control, no power. She's not gonna do nothing. Okay, we're at a point where Reba 4 is
still intact, by the way.
Still intact. We're celebrating about Emily being out. And this guaranteed at least one Reba 4 member in Final Tribal Council. And that Reba member, if you're the last one standing next to Jake and Couture,
you
I
win.
don't care what they did from 6 on, because 6, 5, right? I guess 5 and 4 are such like, not like stuff happens, but it doesn't really matter. Reba 4 has won this game in my mind. So,
and that's why I was
Couture has no chance. Same with Jake. I hate to say it, but
no, Jake is going. He talking about he don't want to be. You're going to be a tree. You're going to be that tree. I hate to say it.
And about a water.
Be a tree in Final 3.
You're in the Avengers movie, just walking down the street, but like you're in the Avengers movie though.
Yeah, Miss Deborah, there are cracks, but I just don't think it's going to be enough, because like he mentioned, one of them are guaranteed to be in the Final 3 at this point. One of them is, and I don't see the other 3. That's 3 votes that you already have on the jury, and you only need 2 more. That's not going to be difficult for them.
And they pretty much got Emily, too.
Right. Pretty much got Emily. I like Jake, too, Lane. I really do. It's just he not going to win the game.
Oh, I wish Jake could win this game. I wish he had some.
I
enjoyed him so much.
It would take a complete steamroll from Jake from this point forward for him to have any chance.
But what could he do?
If even that, yeah. He
could win out and it still won't.
Reba 4 did so good, and we were talking about this last week, and just putting themselves in a scenario where they're just the drivers and everyone else is just a passenger, and you can't
they kick them out when they're ready.
They can't hijack the bus. Like, they're still passengers, and so I don't know.
Reba 4. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna agree. Like, I was like, I don't know. I definitely do think it was a tactical error to like go and willingly give them the numbers at that final 8 vote by voting out Bruce. Like, I can understand on one hand why Couture did it, but for game reasons, like, I don't know. For me, I have to acknowledge the emotional reasons, but game wise, it's like it wasn't the smartest move.
No,
because now you willingly gave them the numbers.
Gave them the numbers, and like me and Eli said last week, and who everybody was in the chat. Nobody liked Bruce. Bruce was never winning this game at this point. Bruce and Jake is who I'm sitting next to. Jake, who's done nothing. Bruce, who everybody hates. That's a perfect scenario for me to win my $1 million.
The only like benefit of taking out Bruce is that you free up someone that could actually increase your chance of winning immunity.
Yeah,
that's really the only true benefit of voting out Bruce.
Yeah, I don't think this jury will be bitter, Angie. I don't, and I don't think they have enough respect for Jake to win the game. I just don't see it. I don't, because he was always the backup option. Jake's only hope to have any win equity was had he gotten out Julie with that vote when he tried to save Caleb. That was his only time to actually.
I mean, he could have got. There were a lot of chances to rip the game away from Reba, but once Reba, we're at a
not
point
for him
where,
specifically, though.
True.
Because once that was his only
point.
power, like his only chance to make a power move ish, and then that wasn't even on his fault. Couture just didn't follow through with it, so that's the sad part about it. And he only fell through is because he told her about the darn idol, or that Bruce had not Bruce had idol.
Yeah. Bruce's idol. Yep.
And that's what made it fall apart or whatever. Because she was like, "Dang, so y'all knew this whole time and y'all didn't tell me." So that's where that fell apart for her. But this is gonna be interesting. This episode ate good. That first 20 minutes they could have left that on the cutting room floor.
Minus the couture part.
Hers came after the 20 minutes, right? Yeah, her came after that first 20 minutes. But good episode. I'm excited to see what happens next week.
Predictions.
Drew's throwing pots around.
It's like, who are you? Now he acting like Josh. He want to be somebody on Big Brother so bad. He acting like Josh from BB19.
Oh, I'm about to say, you ain't seen me throw nothing yet.
He threw like a frisbee too.
So yeah, I think Drew going home next week. I'm calling it. Drew gotta go.
Ooh.
Period, Tracy. F. Bruce. What about you, Eli? Who's your prediction? Who gets snuffed next week?
Is it crazy if I say I don't know?
We really don't know either, but
I weirdly can't even predict anyone. Money on the line. I have to place a bet on someone to go. I'm going with Austin.
Oh, I can see that actually. I just won't. My spirit, who don't like Drew, won't let me not say Drew. So I got to put that into the atmosphere.
I was gonna say D, but I'm just like, I'm rooting for D. So
because even they mentioned that her threat level has went down now. So
yeah,
Julie going if she don't win immunity, I can see. Yeah, that's true.
I already told you. I put my $4 in cash that I got that Reba will finally be going next week.
Yeah, Reba's definitely going home.
Imagine if they don't though. Imagine if Jake goes. Just you know what? We were arguing. Let's just get Jake out. You know what? We'll face each other out for you. Feel me?
Oh yeah, Austin ain't going home. He got an idol.
Yeah, he playing that.
Oh, I forgot about that. You know what? Yeah, and he's gonna win immunity too. And he's gonna play the idol on D, and then Drew's going out.
Yeah, I like it. I'm not mad at it.
Bellator, so I'm cool with me.
Miss Deborah said Drew Couture. I can see it. So yeah, because here's the thing. I think that the boys want to stick with the boys now for whatever reason. So I don't think they're going to be targeting Jake because even they said it. Jake is nothing. He don't have nobody. So why would we get rid of Jake?
Yeah, you think the girls going to try to scoop up Couture?
And so if Julie wins immunity, Couture is the prime target. I feel like. It would just make sense for them. So I can see that happening. So yeah.
Am I weird thinking that they both sides would think that they have Couture more than Jake? I feel like Jake feels like more of a wild card. But that's the thing, they get rid of Jake because he can go whichever way. Couture, the girls could say, "Oh, we got a girl saying Drew's been directing Couture for 3 weeks now." I don't know.
Angie acting just like Tree talking about if Jake goes fast forward. Let you know so you can fast forward. I'm weak. I don't think Jake is going. Jake is going to the final. If they would be stupid to get rid of Jake, Jake should be in. I'm taking Jake as it stands. Jake, I would take you to final 3. You're not going to win, but I'm taking you. At least you're going to get an $80,000 check, brother. You're not getting any.
Is it really 80 for 3rd?
I think so.
Ooh. Decent chunk of change.
Exactly. That's why I'm never giving up immunity at Final 4. I'm guaranteeing me some kind of money. I'm guaranteeing something. So it'll be interesting. And here's my constellation. That even if Julie does go home, I know she getting that Sia money. I know she getting that Sia money though.
And she getting a callback too
and a callback. Absolutely. Because Julie has shown older contestants. Shout out to older women that's been on these shows, Big Brother and Survivor. They have played these games down these last season. Like we had Felicia and Sari playing so well on Big Brother, and then we got Julie up here being the other contestant playing this game. She playing the tree limbs off this game. Okay.
As far as to answer Andy, who thinks he like to see it, she definitely gonna give money to Emma, not Emily. Well, she might, but I was gonna say definitely
yes,
Julie.
Lynn. So apparently, Sia, she's a singer, right? I don't even know who the woman is.
Yes, she sings Chandelier.
Cause she always hold on.
She got the mask or the paper bag.
I got this little shirt.
Hello, it's me, Sia.
And I'm here to give out my money. Oh my God. So typically from the last few seasons, about 10
for
seasons?
A while. It's been a while.
It's been a while. Don't get me started. So she gives out money to fan favorites or her favorites.
Her favorites. And people that stood out favorite, like she gave money to Ty because he didn't want to kill the chickens.
Child.
Mm-hmm. Now the bigger question is who's Billie Eilish giving her money to? Because I heard that she also started watching Survivor.
Billie Eilish ain't giving nothing.
She not on Sia level. Sia got songs and stuff and songs that she written. Sia got buku money.
I was wondering where Sia getting all that money from. I was like, because I ain't heard her saying nothing. But Chandelier was on nonstop.
And Titanium.
Titanium.
Yeah, that's her. And then she wrote Diamonds by Rihanna.
Oh,
she wrote that. So
Sia got some hits.
Yeah, she got She got other big. I think she wrote songs for Britney Spears and stuff. So she got buku money as an artist and as a songwriter. Don't play with my sis.
Oh my goodness. Emily, hold on. Trees, what you mean talking about you hope Emily takes the win?
For the Sia money? Because Julie's getting the full check. She
can get them both. Why not both?
Right. It ain't Big Brother.
She do be giving out. Who did she give $100,000 to?
Carolyn Carson? Oh,
Carolyn. Mm-hmm. Like she gets second place money. Like how cool is that for Carolyn to get no votes and get third place, but then get second place?
Look, I ain't mad at it.
With no taxes taken out.
Yeah, because that's direct to consumer.
So she really got more money.
I didn't win it for a game show. This was a PayPal. What you talking about?
Right.
Dang, imagine doing that on Big Brother. You're on Big Brother like, oh my gosh, I got Sia's album for my HOH. I love Sia. Sia, give me a couple money.
Look, Rihanna is a Big Brother fan. She needs to start giving Rihanna's favorite check out, okay?
Look,
when I get on there.
She gives something to Miss. She probably gave something to Miss Felicia and Serena. Serena was still taking. Not that she needs it, but she'll take it.
Yeah, Felicia don't need it. Felicia be in her house showing us her kitchen, her little backyard with her little pool. And I ain't mad at it.
And when she was doing her unboxing video and the camera was upside down.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
But yeah, y'all, we dragging it out at this point. We're excited to see what's gonna happen. I'm calling Drew. I want Drew gone. Eli, who'd you say?
I'll stick with Drew. No, D.
Josh.
Oh, Drew.
All right.
If you don't want me to be, then Drew's probably gonna go.
Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. I need Napoleon gone. So, y'all, thanks for tuning in, listeners, viewers. Thanks for hanging out with us, keeping us alive and well throughout this episode of Who All Gonna Be There podcast, the place where you get to be an exclusive member of our very entertaining group chat. Make sure you are listening to us on our audio version if you prefer that, and giving us 5-star ratings. Don't leave nothing else. If you didn't like it, wait till you get an episode that you do like to give it 5 stars.
That part.
And make sure you are following us on social media at Who All There on both Twitter and Instagram. And of course, make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel at Who All Gonna Be There podcast. And we appreciate you for kicking it with us as always. So until next time, we out.
Bye.
Adios.